Has the Atlanta Falcons front office just committed one of the most catastrophic blunders in recent NFL history? Are we witnessing the slow, agonizing unraveling of a franchise, all because of one ill-fated trade? Falcons Nation, buckle up, because the news coming out of Flowery Branch this week isn't just bad. It's a gut punch that could leave this team reeling for years. What started as a season filled with playoff aspirations and the promise of developing young talent has spiraled into a logistical and sporting nightmare. The latest devastating confirmation: Michael Penix Jr.'s season-ending ACL injury, coupled with our team's freefall to a dismal 3-7 record, has solidified the worst-case scenario. That 2026 first-round pick we traded away to the Los Angeles Rams is now projected to be a top 8 selection. Let that sink in for a moment. A top 8 pick. What General Manager Terry Fontenot envisioned as a calculated cost to acquire an elite edge rusher has transformed into one of the most expensive miscalculations in recent NFL memory. The Falcons aren't just losing games. They're actively funding a rival NFC team's rebuild with a premium asset that is now worth, by some estimates, 3 times more than originally anticipated. This isn't just a bad trade. It's a strategic heist, and the Rams are walking away with the loot. To truly grasp the magnitude of this disaster, we need to rewind to the 2025 NFL Draft. The Falcons front office, brimming with confidence that this team was poised for competitiveness, with projected win total well above 7.5, made a bold move. They sent their 2026 first-round pick to the Rams, climbing from pick 46 to 26, all to secure the talented edge rusher James Pierce Jr. The logic at the time seemed straightforward, if aggressive. That 2026 pick would surely be a late one. Somewhere in the 20s or 30s, a small price to pay for an immediate impact player. The reality, however, is a brutal slap to the face. With the Falcons now on a 5-game losing streak, and without their starting quarterback, that pick is now projected to be the 8th overall selection in the 2026 NFL Draft. This isn't just about a pick. It's about the future, the flexibility, and the very foundation of this franchise. The Falcons front office gambled the future on the belief that the present was solved. They were dead wrong, states one prominent draft expert, pulling no punches. James Pierce Jr. is a good player, leading all rookies in pressures, but no edge rusher, short of generational talent like Myles Garrett, is worth a future top 10 pick plus 2 second-round selections. The Rams have essentially stolen Atlanta's future. The Falcons wire echoes the sentiment, highlighting that without a first-round pick in 2026, Atlanta's offseason is going to feel even longer than usual. This team will be handcuffed, unable to draft an elite replacement for Penix, should that become necessary, or a game-changing playmaker, unless they strike gold in the mid-rounds. A notoriously difficult feat, the ability to reset, to inject top-tier talent at critical positions, has been mortgaged, and the interest payments are coming due. Is there any silver lining in this dark cloud? If there's a single shred of solace for Falcons Nation, it's that the 2025 rookie class itself isn't the problem. In fact, they're arguably the only thing working right now. Jalen Walker, our first-round pick at number 15, has been nothing short of a revelation. The linebacker leads all rookies with 4 sacks and has proven to be a disruptive force in the middle of the defense. He's a legitimate building block, a player who consistently makes his presence felt. Then there's James Pierce Jr., the very pivot of this controversial trade. On the field, he's living up to his billing. He ranks 3rd among rookies with 2.5 sacks and has been a consistent source of pressure off the edge. The problem, as we discussed, isn't the player, it's the astronomical price paid for him. He's performing, but at what cost to the team's long-term health? Xavier Watts, our 3rd-round safety, is tied for first among rookies with 2 interceptions. Proven to be a true ball hawk in the secondary, he's shown instincts and playmaking ability that suggest he could be a long-term starter. And finally, Billy Bowman Jr., a 4th-round pick, has solidified the starting nickel corner position, offering much-needed stability in a secondary that has, at times, been bombarded. Tactically speaking, these young players are legitimate building blocks. They are performing, they are contributing, and they represent a glimmer of hope. However, the cruel irony is that their individual success isn't translating into team victories, and the glaring lack of draft capital in 2026 will severely hinder the team's ability to add the elite talent necessary to support them. We have pieces, but we've lost the ability to acquire the cornerstone pieces that elevate a good team to a great one. So, what about the immediate future? With Penix now confirmed out with an ACL injury, and even Drake London sidelined, the Falcons are forced to turn back to past. Kirk Cousins, the $180 million veteran who was benched, now reclaims a starting role. The situation is dire. The Falcons currently hold only 5 picks in the 2026 draft, a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 7th rounder. They desperately need Cousins to play well enough, not to save this season. The playoffs are a distant, cruel mirage at 3-7, but to stabilize the franchise and perhaps, just perhaps, increase his trade value for an off-season move that could recoup some much-needed draft capital. If Cousins falters, if the Falcons continue their losing ways, that pick sent the Rams could easily creep into the top 5, transforming a costly miscalculation into a historical catastrophe that could very well cost Terry Fontenot his job. The pressure on Cousins, and indeed on the entire coaching staff, is immense. They are playing not just for pride, but for the very future of the franchise's ability to rebuild. The Atlanta Falcons are caught in a trap, one forged by their own overzealous ambition. The trade for James Pierce Jr. may have secured a good player, but has come at the cost of an entire franchise's strategic flexibility. While the Los Angeles Rams celebrate their lottery win with the Falcons' pick, Atlanta faces a long, cold winter, stripped of its most valuable currency to buy hope. The question now isn't just how bad it will get, but how long it will take to recover from this self-inflicted wound. What do you think, Falcons fans? Is this the beginning of a long, dark period for franchise, or can they somehow navigate this treacherous path? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more in-depth Falcons analysis. We need to hear from you.